Welcome back. Was it a botched investigation by police? That's what the families of 3 young women murdered in the 1980s claims. 2 of those murders still cold cases today. The other one took nearly 9 years before it was solved. Behind every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4's senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with part 3 of A Pistol's Past.
Back in 1996, police finally make an arrest, thanks in large part to a private investigation. Forrest Whittle is convicted of one of the murders, but the question even today, was he involved in all 3 murders?
It was a classic cover-up, and I think the only explanation for it is that they had so totally blown these cases.
Involving the murders of Christine Gallegos in 1985. A year later, Carla Maxwell in Layton. And finally, Lisa Strong in Salt Lake City. A private investigation produces hundreds of pages of evidence and interviews with witnesses. It includes Tina Schroyer, who knows of Forrest Whittle.
He said that he killed her. He told me he killed her. He threatened to kill me. He was upstairs and he kept calling my house over and over again, saying that he was gonna do me like he did Strong.
In 1986, she lives across the street where Strong is murdered. Schroyer claims Whittle is at her home the night of the murder.
I know Whittle did it. I know for a fact Whittle did it. I saw him run by.
Attorney Rocky Anderson takes on Salt Lake City Police on behalf of the families of the murdered women.
They had the information, and they apparently didn't do anything with it, but worse than that, they represented to the public they didn't have the information in the first place.
Example, a patrol officer tells the homicide unit of a .38 Special at a pawn shop, possibly linked to Whittle and used in Strong's murder. In an internal memo, the homicide sergeant claims the gun was located. It was the wrong gun. In a rare move, Anderson pushes for a grand jury. The secret panel determines there's evidence that Whittle murders Strong. But at trial, a detective claims Whittle didn't do it. He testifies for the defense and claims the shots came from someone in a car. Despite claiming his innocence, Whittle is convicted and imprisoned. Investigators knew the .38 Special, which is never found, is used in all 3 murders. By coincidence, Christine Gallegos' younger brother walks into the convenience store just before Carla Maxwell is murdered. At that time, he's mingling with his sister's circle of friends, which unbeknownst to him includes members of a street gang.
And we just happened to be at a party that was in some apartments down the road behind that 7-Eleven. It was probably somebody that was near us.
Schroyer says the gun changes hands among gang members as part of an initiation. Was this gun passed around?
That is up for us to still decipher.
A private investigator is now looking into the 3 murders. He claims Whittle is friends with Gallegos and has since learned someone named Tree is linked to her murder.
We would like someone to tell us who Tree was.
What was Tree's role in all this, what you've been able to uncover?
We believe that Tree may have been Christine Gallegos' shooter.
He learns that gang members from the various chosen few have nicknames and that Tree shoots Gallegos. Another person named Squirrel stabs her. He claims another person named Shoe witnesses the murder.
Whether the gun was passed around from Forrest to another fellow named Tree or the like, we need someone to come forward and point that out for us.
Meanwhile, Christine Gallegos' mother waits for justice. May 1985 is never forgotten.
Awful. I don't know how to describe that. It's taken me away from my son. It's taken me away from everything. The grandkids. I am really lucky I didn't lose both of my kids.
Now, at one point, Whittle's DNA was gathered to compare it with evidence from the Gallegos murder. To date, there's still no word of those results. Now, the 3 officers who ran their own investigation contrary to police protocol were fired. But in the end, they were right. Forrest Whittle did murder Lisa Strong. Salt Lake City Police declined to comment for this story. Now, we have more details on this case on our website, abc4.com. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.